What's going on, guys? Rob here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Streetwise, the Protectobot. This is number 5 of 5 out of the Protectobots here to form Defensor alongside Hotspot here. And yeah, he's a sweet-looking police car. And now this is a retooling of Dead End from the Stunticons, but this guy actually looks really, really nice on his own. So I'm very happy about that. He's got a very nice new head sculpt and looks like a whole lot of reworking done here, as well as a sweet sawed-off shotgun-looking kind of weapon here. It's a little hard to see, but we'll get that out in just a moment. You can see it a little better. Flipping around to the back here, you can get a little bit of better look of the robot mode and vehicle mode. Pardon me. And of course, there is a little bio here for Streetwise, and it says, fully capable of wiping out any target, Streetwise would rather track him down and let justice take his course. Of course, that justice starts with heavy damage to a few of his enemy's key systems. They can't do any harm if they can't function. So there you go. He becomes an arm or a leg. Of course, it is suggested he become a leg as per G1 rules, or else something. He comes with an IDW comic book, you know, pretty cool. And yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and get this guy open, and we will check him out in just a moment. Alright guys, so here we have Streetwise, a really, really slick looking police car, basically. And as you can see, it is quite a bit removed from its mold brother, and that would be Dead End here. So you can see where they share similarities here, but you can certainly see that there are many differences. And really, the main similarities you're going to find are actually just in the transformation rather than the molded pieces. You can even see like the feet and everything are totally different. You know, obviously there's probably going to be some base parts reused, like probably the thighs and the hips and things like that. But for the most part, really, really different than this guy. So very, very cool. Rolls just fine. Beautifully. I love the lines on this guy. The colors are great. Really nice use of the blue against the kind of off-white cream. I would have liked maybe something a little different for the light bar. I mean, it's fine. There's really nothing wrong with it. I just love clear plastic for those, and that's, you know, that's just me. It would have been nice to have maybe like a separate piece kind of plugged in, or, you know, something, but that's nitpicking, and it's really not essential, so don't take it to heart as me really complaining, because I'm not. So really, really cool. He of course comes with the, you know, the necessary foot fist that they all do, and it can plug in to the top of the car, or, you know, the side if you don't want to be able to move the vehicle. You could even plug it into the back if you're feeling so inclined, because that's how it plugs in for, you know, a combination. And he of course comes with this really interesting looking kind of shotgun sort of thing, and this is actually a painted piece, interestingly enough, because you can see they kind of missed a spot here on the barrel. So it's actually white plastic just painted over, which is actually a really nice touch. I'm kind of glad they did it. And you can plug that in right there on the top, of course, or on the sides, just like the rest. But anyway, transformation for this guy, very, very similar to, well, exactly the same as Dead End. Very, very simple overall. You're going to come around to the back here, and we're just going to pop open these back panels like so. Flip these down, and these are going to form the legs, just like so, and then close them up again. There you go, just like that. Now we're going to come over here, get these arms kind of a little bit out of the way, and then get our fingers under here and grab onto this guy and flip that down, pull this back just like so. There you go, and just kind of rest it just like that. Then we can take the flap up here and flip it down. You'll see these two pegs, these two little slots. I'm gonna plug it right in there. Pull the shoulders up, And just like Dead End, he has the weird illusion where his arms look really, really stumpy. But hold on. Pull the fist out. There you go. Pull the fist out. Hear that ratchet. They still look kind of stumpy until you just... It's weird. You bend the arm and it actually looks longer. It's kind of a neat trick, but there you go. Anyway, then we take his whole waist and we turn him right around, and there we have Streetwise. Okay guys, so now that we have Streetwise in his robot mode, we can take a look at some of the differences between him and Dead End. And so we'll just grab our dear friend Dead End over here. Make sure my camera is properly zoomed out so that we can actually see. And taking a look, just, you know, from here, it's obvious that these are like two completely different figures, even though they share the same basic schematic, as it were. So let's take a look at the head sculpts here. You can see Streetwise, very nice head sculpt. Dead End, very nice head sculpt. I like these figures, you know, honestly, I think I like these figures equally, but they are very, very different. And again, I love the contrast in the colors here. You can see their forearms, their upper arms, everything is completely different. The only shared parts that I can see are the waist piece and the thighs here. So even the kneecaps are different down to the shins and the forearms and everything, and I already went over that, but the chest piece is completely different. So very, very cool. I love the way that they're, you know, they're saving money on the molding a little bit by using the same engineering, by kind of having like a basic, like, here's this group of vehicles and this is how they're going to transform. And I think that really, really works, and it really makes for a much more enjoyable like play pattern with all of the figures and combinations and things like that. And I think they found something that actually works and delivers a fun toy for people to mess around with. So that said, he has all the same articulation you know and love. He's got the ball jointed head, of course. He's got the ball jointed shoulders. He's got the arm, the bicep swivel, the elbow here. He can move his wrist in and out, of course, for transformation. He's got the waist swivel, he's got the ball jointed hips, he's got the thigh swivel, he's got the knee bend, and that's pretty much it for that. He's also got that kind of like cut A stance sort of thing going on, which I think works just fine for this guy. And this gun is just crazy looking as well, so you can hold on to that and go hunting for whatever's. But yeah, really, really nicely done figure. His backpack is really not bad at all. Especially, you know, they managed to get it to where it sits in nice and tight on the back here, so I think it works just fine. Posing him can be a little tricky because of the backpack, just because his feet are not that wide, like not that long front to back. I mean, it's a lot of hollow area, so it's really just these outer bits touching the ground. So once you start getting like wider stances, he can start having a little bit of trouble. Of course, he's not going to do it now, probably because I have his arms tucked in so close to his body that his center of gravity is all right here. Once you start moving that out, he may start, oh, okay, he's fine. Never mind. Ignore everything. When I was posing him before, he was having a hard time, so I don't know. It may have just been operator error, whatever. That's neither here nor there. But overall, he's a really fun figure. I'm still really enjoying the Combiner Wars line, and I hope that they continue it in the future. I really do hope to see some new molds out of it, even if they reuse those molds. But it's just a wider range of molds, I think, is what I would like to see. But in the meantime, I really, really do like this figure because I liked Dead End a whole lot too. So, you know, I'm not really having a hard time with that. But overall, really cool figure. Can't wait to complete Defensor and have another Combiner on my shelf of Transformers Generations figures. But Anyway, that, guys, is going to do it for this review. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. I've got more Combiner Wars coming real soon. I've got more Defensor, hopefully, coming real soon. I've got Groove still left to do, and hopefully Hotspot before too long. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.